Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered if the age you feel matches the age you see? We all have a chronological age, the number of candles on our birthday cake. But what if I told you there's another age, a truer age, hidden deep within your cells? This is your biological age, and it tells the real story of how your body is aging. Today, we are diving into a groundbreaking scientific frontier that might just unlock the secrets to a longer, healthier life. And it all starts with something you do 20,000 times a day without even thinking about it: breathing. For centuries, aging was seen as an inevitable, mysterious force of nature. We get older, our bodies wear down, and that's just the way it is. But modern science is rewriting that story. Researchers are starting to view aging not as a matter of time, but as a complex chemical process. Think of your body as an incredibly intricate machine. Over time, parts get a little rusty, connections get a little frayed. This rust is cellular damage, tiny changes happening at the molecular level that accumulate over the years. It is caused by everything from the food we eat and the air we breathe to the stress we experience. This accumulation of damage is what we call biological aging. So, how can we measure this? Doctors have traditionally used things like blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and bone density to get a snapshot of our health. These are useful, but they don't give the full picture. They like looking at the outside of the machine without understanding what is happening with the gears inside. Scientists needed a better way to look under the hood, a biomarker that could directly reflect the chemical state of our bodies. And they found a surprisingly simple one: our breath. It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But it's very real. Every time you exhale, you're not just releasing carbon dioxide. You're breathing out a complex cocktail of thousands of different chemical compounds, called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. These VOCs are the byproducts of your body's metabolism, the countless chemical reactions happening inside you every second. They are, quite literally, a chemical fingerprint of your health. Think of it like the exhaust from a car. A mechanic can analyze the exhaust to diagnose problems with the engine. In the same way, scientists can analyze the VOCs in your breath to understand the inner workings of your body. Early pioneers in this field noticed something fascinating. The composition of these VOCs changes with age. A young person's breath has a different chemical signature than an older person's. This isn't just a random change. It's a direct reflection of shifts in their metabolism and the accumulation of cellular damage. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at repairing themselves. Certain metabolic pathways slow down, while others go into overdrive, trying to compensate. All of these changes leave a telltale trail in our breath. So, how does this technology actually work? It starts with a device that looks a bit like a breathalyzer. You simply breathe into it for a minute or two. Inside the device, highly sensitive sensors capture the VOCs from your breath. The real magic happens next, with artificial intelligence. The pattern of thousands of compounds is far too complex for a human to analyze. So, machine learning algorithms are trained on vast datasets of breath samples from thousands of people of different ages and health conditions. The AI learns to identify the specific patterns of VOCs that are associated with biological aging. It can pick out the subtle signals that indicate your body is aging faster or slower than your chronological age would suggest. One of the most exciting molecules they've found is something called acetone. You might know it as nail polish remover, but it's also naturally produced in our bodies. Studies have shown that the concentration of acetone in our breath tends to increase as we get older. This is linked to changes in how our bodies process fats for energy. By tracking these levels, researchers can get a real-time indicator of our metabolic health and, by extension, our biological age. It's a bit like having a speedometer for aging. But this isn't just about satisfying our curiosity. Knowing your biological age is incredibly empowering. Imagine finding out that your biological age is 5 years older than your actual age. That's a powerful wake-up call. It's a signal that your lifestyle might be accelerating the aging process. The good news is, biological age isn't set in stone. Unlike your chronological age, you can actually change it. This is where the real potential of breath analysis comes in. It's not just a diagnostic tool, it's a guide for intervention. Once you know your biological age, you can start making targeted changes to your lifestyle. Maybe you need to adjust your diet, get more exercise, or find better ways to manage stress. The breathalyzer then becomes your personal coach. You can test your breath regularly, say, once a month, to see how those changes are affecting your body at a chemical level. Are your VOC levels moving in the right direction? Is your biological age starting to decrease? This provides immediate, personalized feedback, which is far more motivating than just stepping on a scale or hoping for the best. It's about turning the abstract concept of getting healthy into a concrete, measurable goal. Let's consider a real-world example. Meet Sarah, a 45-year-old office worker. She feels tired all the time and knows she should be healthier, but life is busy. She tries a breath analysis test and discovers her biological age is 52. That's a shock. But instead of being discouraged, she's motivated. The report gives her personalized recommendations: incorporate more anti-inflammatory foods, start a moderate exercise routine, and practice mindfulness to reduce stress. Over the next 6 months, she follows the plan. She takes the test again. Her new biological age? 46. Not only does she feel more energetic, she has concrete data showing her efforts are literally turning back her body's clock. This isn't a miracle cure. It's the result of small, consistent changes guided by science. The implications for the future of healthcare are massive. Instead of waiting for diseases to appear, we could use breath analysis for early detection and prevention. Doctors could screen for age-related conditions like heart disease or diabetes years before symptoms even start, just by analyzing a patient's breath. It could revolutionize how we approach health, shifting the focus from treating sickness to proactively maintaining wellness. It could make personalized medicine, once a dream, a reality for everyone. Of course, the technology is still evolving. Researchers are constantly refining the algorithms and discovering new VOC biomarkers linked to aging and disease. There are still questions to be answered about how factors like genetics, environment, and even short-term illnesses affect the readings. But the pace of innovation is staggering. What was once confined to high-tech research labs is now becoming accessible and affordable. Companies are developing consumer-friendly devices that could one day be as common in our homes as a thermometer or a blood pressure cuff. This journey into the chemistry of our breath is more than just a scientific curiosity. It represents a fundamental shift in how we understand and manage our own aging process. It hands the power back to us. We are moving away from a one-size-fits-all approach to health and into an era of true personalization. The ability to look inside our own bodies, to see the chemical echoes of our lifestyle choices in real time, is a game changer. It's a tool that can help us not just live longer, but live better, with more vitality and more healthy years. The secret to a healthier future might not be in a pill or a complex medical procedure. It might be as simple, as natural, and as close as our very next breath. The future of aging is here, and it's something we can all be a part of. What do you think? Would you want to know your true biological age? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this fascinating, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of tomorrow. See you next time.